Today is October 24th. It's 2:30. My I love you alarm just went off. I don't know if you have an I love you alarm, but you should. I do. I have one every day. It goes off at 2:30. And yeah, there are times that I just turn it off and I just read this thing. Yeah, I love you. But there are times that I'm like, yeah, I really love you, or that I'm really into it and stuff. However, I acknowledge it. At least I acknowledge it, either big or small. I do acknowledge it and I do make note of it. I do notice, though, here's one thing I have noticed. I will have big epiphanies that show up right before my alarms go off. And so that the alarms, for whatever reason, also act as a confirmation that I was heard, I was on target, and it's done. It is done, it is done, it is done. So just before my alarm went off today, I was sitting here. I'm not wearing a thing except for my necklaces and my bracelets, except for my jewelry and some oil. I went and bought some of those. It's really lovely smelling. Today I had a shower and I had an epiphany in the shower while I was showering and washing off everything that no longer serves me, getting rid of it, releasing it from my body, releasing it from my skin, releasing it from my aura. The fact that to avoid my husband, he's just a husband in technicality, on paper, really, that I would avoid showering so that I would be not even in his thoughts or in his, not anybody that he would want to approach, I guess, so that he would be disgusted by me. So then he would not ask me for anything, not want anything, especially not anything sexual. I don't know if you guys caught a glimpse of anything there. I was just switching my hands. So, I mean, that is fucking telling right there. Somebody to give up their daily hygienes. And I was still doing spiritual hygienes, of course, you know, but yeah. And it's not like I think that everybody needs to shower every day, because that, there again, also depletes the body of our natural oils and our natural, our naturalness. Somebody's saying in my head, like, your natural stink. No, like your natural pheromones, your natural sweetness, your natural pungentness, I guess, to be as well. But, you know, and then with whatever is put in the water, you know, in the city water, why would you want that all over your body and stuff on the daily? So every few days is good enough. Yeah, anyway. So, again, inspired to do this very vulnerable, very raw, very genuine, very authentic transmission. Because who wants to get on here and say, yeah, it's been a long time since I showered and blah, 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 blah. You know, nobody wants to get on and do that. But if you think about this game, I'm monitored every fucking day, all fucking day. So it doesn't matter what I do. And I guess when it comes down to it, even though I am putting out there that I want to meet my other half and whatnot, there is that realization that, dude, I mean, you're already in the game, but now you be in the spotlight of the game. So you got to be comfortable with yourself and ready to do that. And if you're somebody that's already putting out on the influencer and stuff, reading tarot or just sharing your story, or somewhere along that same realm as me, you're already in the spotlight. You're already been monitored every moment of your day. And no, I'm not going to take that back. That is a fact. You know, sitting on the toilet, you know, whatever, having sex with yourself, with another, with a group, whatever, eating dinner, eating dessert, sleeping, you know, monitoring you in your other realms, in your sleep state, because it's in the sleep state where symbols and messages come through, but they come through our dream state. So in the dreams it makes sense until we wake up and we think about it, and then like, wait, that made sense, but it really doesn't make sense. And then you're like, oh, there's a message there. What could that be? Confirmation. Ooh, I really do like the smell of this. So anyway, I'm on here, and yeah, this gentle rocking that I'm doing, because I didn't pick a program. It should just be zero. So it's just a steady, even vibration for me to help me regulate myself. I probably should get that cut off. I don't know. Maybe I'll cut it. I don't know. Anyway, you can really see some aura action around me. Even though it's like right here. And it was nice that my new oils, they smell really good. Put them in my hair, on my skin. One of them's a pheromone one. It smells really, really good. It's that Crystal Eerie, and that's on Facebook. Yeah. I bought the package of 3, so, and then there's the other 2 smell really good, but I only just used the one today. And then I also had some jojoba oil I just recently got and opened, and started with that and everything. So yeah, but I just thought I'd do another little update, kind of inspired too. It's kind of like things are coming into me. I'm able to not grasp like as I can't get it, you know. I'm able to like, oh, okay, boop, and you know, like picking fruit off a tree. So that's good. That's a different feeling. That's a better feeling anyhow. Yeah. So, but yeah, today's a good day. I wouldn't say it's my favorite day so far, but it's a good day. It started out uncomfortable, you know, in the heart area. I cried because I was confused and didn't know what I should do. So I just pulled out my phone and started to talk to the universe, to the Michiverse, to get clarity, to feel into it. to get in myself, to get in my body, and then also sitting here on this and being in this now moment. Even though I am doing this could be construed as a distraction, this talking and stuff. But it's not really. It's not a distraction because I'm here now in the moment doing this. And not only that, I'll review this and have a conversation with Source about it, about what else is coming through. Because this is a way that I do it, uploads and downloads. So anyway, so that was my 15 minutes. I might do some more, but I don't necessarily need to do it like right now with y'all. You guys have sat through enough of my vibration plate today. Well, for the moment anyhow. And then of course after that, after it stops, then I just stop and I see what I can feel in my body, and I can feel tingles all over my back and everything. Less and less of the antihistamine in my 11:11, less and less of the antihistamine release, which means I've released a lot and I'm releasing a lot and stuff, so that's good. I see this as, you know, also as while I'm sitting here in vibration, that things are opening, and as things open, you know, the muscle naturally will open and close and flex, contract and release. Any hooks that were in there that people have hooked in, they're released, they're, you know, released, spit out, I guess. That's funny. That cracks me up. But yeah, it does kind of feel good just to sit here in my nakedness, in my true vulnerability, and just being with, you know, Source, Creator, Divine Love, Divine Energy, Divine Source, my divineness, my own personal divineness, the God spark within, as well as the God spark that surrounds us and penetrates us, comes in and flows through and flows within, flows around. So I like that. I like that that's happening now. I really like this oil. It smells really good. Yeah. Yeah. Today is a good day. It's a different kind of day. It's a thoughtful day. It's more than just meditation. It's not like just so active thinking, because there is a deepness to it, I feel, within. It's like I've connected my brain and my heart, and so I'm in it. Not just mentally, I'm in it. I'm in it spiritually. I'm in it with my etheric body. I'm in it with my physical body, and I'm in it with my emotional body. And I'm feeling in all those different ways. Some of those are connected to specific planes, like the 3D, of course, clearly is the physical body. It's the most densest. The etheric body and the emotional body, I haven't quite figured out where those are, like 4D, 5D, you know. Does it even matter? Because it's just out there. It's probably attached to both, all the above, you know, realms. I don't know. I haven't quite figured it out. Don't know if I even need to. And I'm good with that, too. I'm good with the not knowing. Look at all that energy. All my energy. That is just amazing. I love it. I saw a video about some sort of voice to skull kind of thing, and I don't think that that's what this is. This is my energy. This is what I'm putting out. This is what, and I'm gonna stick with that. It's not no frickin' nothing on the outside coming in. It's me putting out. That's why I can see it, because I'm putting it out. It's my aura. It's my energy. And I'm in a creative mode, which is why it's yellow, because I create. I am, and I create. So yeah, it's a good day today. Get dressed and figure out what else I'm gonna do today, what I'm inspired to do, stuff. But oh yeah, that's what I was doing. I was talking out what I wanted, and I was calling in. I have decided to call back in and to allow in all my confidence back. Confidence is not arrogance. Confidence is what gets us moving and gets us inspired and gets us to take action and stuff. And so I call that back. I call in my definite knowing, my clarity, my focus. And so that never leaves me. It's never blocked from me. It's always with me at all times. And so by doing that, I'm calling in more of, not only myself, my God self, but I'm also calling in the God spark and the God armor to keep what needs to stay away from me. And just more of the goodness, just more of this integrated goodness. That's the portal that we're in right now. I knew about, switching subjects, I knew about the calendar year from when I worked with the state, because there are things that were due for every calendar year at the end of the calendar year, which ends December 31st. I knew about that. I knew about the fiscal year, which ends, that's the one that goes from July 1st to June 30th of the following year. I did not know about the federal fiscal year, and that's the one that ended in September, and I had no idea about that. But I worked through whatever I needed to work through at that time that came to me, and I made it work in conjunction with what I had already put out. And because I'm the writer of my own story, and that's how you do that. You tweak it so that it fits your own story and how you want to move forward. And so that's what I did. So yeah, I don't know of any other type of years that there are now. Calendar, fiscal, something in my head saying judicial, but really that doesn't make no fucking sense. I can see a judicial calendar, like when they're doing all their judicial stuff, but not like a judicial fiscal year. I mean, they could be. I don't fucking care. I do not care, because all that shit's coming down. And to see now that judges are getting arrested and taken up, that makes me feel good, gives me hope. To know, because this year I was fucked with. It started last year when I was picked up on a warrant that I had no idea that was done to me, and that was to break me again, and it didn't work. That was a huge fucking flop. And not only that, not only did it not work last year, because it was last year on the 28th that I was arrested and brought to the jail, where I was put in a side cell but never admitted into the regular regular population. I was picked up within a couple hours. I don't know. I could have been there 2-3. I don't think anything more than that. But, because I just knew. There was nothing for me to worry about. So I just sat and waited. I just sat and waited. So there was that, and then the whole doing the court thing was supposed to get me riled up and get me off track and off balance and off focus and spiraling out, and I didn't, and I just kept thinking, well, all this is dismissed, it's dismissed, it's dismissed, and I kept thinking how I had previously turned in my Form 56, where I took over a fiduciary of my Social Security. So technically, whoever, and I did that a few years ago. So whoever submitted that form, that bond, that judge that weaponized the courts against me, fucked up, because they had no fiduciary rights to do that. So that's like definite corruption and fuckery and a definite paper trail, because you can't take it back now because it's out there. It was registered on some sort of Treasury Direct site. It's got a court case attached to it, and I was picked up on a warrant because of it. So like everything's like said and done, and so that judge is gonna get her up and comings, and then everybody associated with her that put her up to it, or bullied her into it, or assisted her into it, or whatever, is also going to get caught up in that net. So yeah, there's nothing that I'm worried about, nothing at all. And there isn't anything I need to do. I just need to just sit here and breathe and be pretty, and that's all that's coming to me right now, is that universe is taking care of all of it. I documented what I needed to document. I still have the videos to show her fuckery, to show Scott's fuckery, to show the connection between Scott McManus and the judicial system was in cahoots together, conspiracy together. So, there's that. Whew. Wow. That kind of gave me a shiver up my spine. Not like a big one, but I can feel it. Like, that was a release. That was a huge fucking release. And there's no reason for me to worry about anything. I'm good. I am good. Good. I see all the bullshit for what it is. And, I know it's all coming to an end. I see it. I see it on the world stage. Everything is working out. And here's the clincher. There is nothing that you need to do other than focus on it. Focus on what you want. And that's all I've ever wanted. Like, this is dismissed. This is dismissed. It's just dismissed. This fuckery is coming to an end, and all I see and all I want is to live in a world where people are living in community with each other, and in love and collaboration and growth and participation and raising our love and raising our light and raising our knowledge and raising each other up. I mean, that's, ooh, excuse me, that's where it's at. And I know I want that. I know there's a shit ton of people out there, approximately 80 million in the United States. That's what I heard, how many people came out and voted for Trump. There would have been more, but I think there are a lot that are like me who don't vote. Because I don't subscribe. That's a 3D thing, and I don't subscribe to that. I mean, I support him and all, but as far as the voting process, my vote was an internal vote. It wasn't a physical vote, and because I don't need to do it in the 3D, I direct my energy through the 4D, 5D, and I direct my support that way. So, and I see what's going on. I don't get caught up in all the bullshit, the crazy ass stories that are being put out, you know, trying to rewrite, trying to put a negative spin on something. No, I don't believe in any of that. I don't, not pay it any mind. I mean, it might come across, but other than saying, oh, look, you know, there's a leaf floating down the river, that's pretty much the amount of attention that I give it, right? None. Because once I notice the leaf, it's floating down the river, it's done. It's out of sight, out of mind. So, anyway, look at all that energy. Love it. So then today, what else do I have to do? Well, I'll be plucking my plucks. I crack my shit up. I'm funny as fuck. I'm also real as fuck. And there isn't any reason to hide it. Like, when you think about it, when you're like the main character of the game and everybody's been watching you and there's NPCs around you and you're the main person in the episode, you're the whole reason that's carrying the storyline, fuck, everybody's seen everything about you, right? They already know. They can see, they can, you know, there's nothing that's sacred. Well, I shouldn't say that. You can make it sacred, and I definitely will, because as we go into the next level, that's where the sacredness comes in. That's where it goes from all of us being individual stories being watched to what I want, which is there's nobody monitoring. We're just able to live and be, and for the glory of ourselves, for the glory of our communities, for the glory of God. That's the God spark within, the God spark without, our full, you know, alignment with each other, an alignment with, you know, higher up. Yeah. Nothing else needs to be thought about or worried about or anything. It's just all good. So there's that. I don't know what else is going to happen today, but I'm open to it. I know it's going to be good. It's going to be insightful. I know that much. Because the universe likes that I'm paying attention, likes that you're paying attention, likes that we're, not only are we in our now, I'm in my now, sitting on this, sitting here in my nakedness, doing this, having this chat, but then I'm doing it fully conscious that the God spark is within me, experiencing this through me. And then when I ask for help, the help is given. The ancestors come through. Ancestors come through. The ascended masters come through. Friends, family, benevolent beings, the God spark in all its many forms comes through. It comes through to help. All the elements, the trees step up, the grass, the flowers, the air, the tuning forks, the vitamins, the vibrations, a pillow, the God spark that's in the pillow, the clothing, a light switch, just everything, a softball, however it manifests. And then those are all the different ways, like when we were watching when you're watching a movie and you're watching the main character and stuff, all those different angles that the camera can take and stuff. Yeah, that's you guys in a different format in this movie, in this game, in this reality, in this now moment. And there was something else that I was going to speak to that brought up all that stuff too. It's along the same lines, but kind of slipped, and that's fine. I saw it, so I know I radiated it. The picture went out, so I'm good. I'm good with it. I look forward to that. Yeah. Anyway, it was 32:22, now it's 32:27, 28, 29, 30, 32, 30, 32, 32. I crack myself up. I'm funny. I love myself. I love my process. I love my journey. Even when I don't understand it. So, that's the other thing. If Trump went in 2017 when he was in his inaugural speech and he gave the country back to us, then all that fuckery that happened with me getting arrested, me having to go to court, me getting fucked with, the different times I had to go to court. I shouldn't have had to do any of that because it was all illegal. Because according to what I'm following, out there in the world stage, Trump gave us back governmental control. And so all those laws and all that bullshit, that was corruption. And then I guess that's why judges are getting picked up, because they were told and they still kept going with it. And the sad thing is that they, being low on the totem pole, didn't know that they were told. But the people that pay their wages, that pull their puppeteer strings, knew and hung them out to dry. And so that's why they're surprised that they're getting rounded up on all levels, from top to bottom. They went and grabbed all the top people, cut off all the heads, which makes sense. That's why all those CEOs left and all that, and other bloodlines taken out and shit. That's why the ones that were left, doing the day-to-day operations didn't know and continued on. They had no direction, or they just went with the last direction, or they had pre-directions written out, and so that's what they were following, even though, nope, they should have stopped. So that's what I'm seeing. That's what we're all seeing right now. That's why all that is happening. And then I like the idea that the military is basically, because they took an oath, the military took an oath for us, we the people, because it's we the people that volunteer, that show up to be in the military, right? And it's just like we the people that show up to do our other jobs, even in government and the judicial, and it's those that are working with a conscience that will find leniency and whatnot, I'm sure. And then those that didn't, or that did harm or exacerbated it, they will not find leniency. They will find exactly what they put out. Return. And that's... Yeah, I don't even know how to feel about that. I don't feel sad about it. I'm not happy about it because, it is what it is. It needs to take place. I guess it's part of the checks and balance, but again, it's like a leaf on the floating down the river. There it goes. And I just know that, it'll be tumultuous for some and easygoing for others. And some will find a safe haven as they float down the river and find a little harbor to go into and, live out the rest of their days. And that's their leniency. Others will go through some sort of rapids or a waterfall or something even more tumultuous, and that will be their non-leniency and part of their karmic whatever. They won't know what's going on, and some may just be stuck in an ever loop. You know how they do that in water, it just kind of keeps going around and never stops. You can never catch a real good breath, and just shit keeps happening and stuff. Well, they're going to know that too, because that's what they put out on other people. That's what they did to others. Fucked with their lives, never gave them breathing room. So when you do that to somebody and you took joy in that, just know that that's what's coming back for you, because that's what you put out. That's the seeds you harvest. Ugh. I can't believe I'm having this conversation, but I guess this needs to come up and out. Like, what's happened? That's what's gonna happen. That's what you did. I ain't sugarcoating it. It is what it is. You didn't sugarcoat any of it. You were being mean and spiteful and evil to others, and to fuck them up and derail them and steal their energy, or steal their life, and or steal their joy, steal their light, try to destiny swap, try to life swap, try to do whatever. And no, none of that swapping is happening. No. People are restored. Everybody is restored unto their own light, unto themselves, unto what makes them happy, and everything. And those that were doing the evil and thinking that nobody was watching because you were under the influence that, oh, it's just only I know. Well, yeah, but the thing is God knows, because God sees all. The universe sees all. The Creator sees all. The God Spark sees all. monitors and knows all. And not just that, NSA, right? NSA caught it all. Space Force caught it all. And that's how they were able to catch all the deep state stuff. And just because I speak it does not mean I call it in. I do not call it in. Don't even. You're done. You're and you're just bound. You're just bound. I'm not calling you in. Don't bother. You're just bound. You're just bound. And you're nothing to me. Literally nothing. Nothing. No sound, no voice, no form, no depth, no color, no tone, no texture, nothing. Not a letter, not a peep, not a smell, not a granule, not a pixel, nothing. Absolutely nothing. There's a point of being nothing and everything. I know what that feels like. But to be nothing of nothing, I don't know what that feels like. But that's what EWE is. That's what those that did fuckery is. And they're trapped. They're trapped within so that they can't stop what's coming. They just have to take what's coming, and whatever happens to the avatar that they happen to be inhabiting in, or clone, or whatever, they just have to roll with it, I guess. Right? Because yeah. I put out love. I put out lots of love. I put out lots and lots of love. I put out good intentions. And I always said, my best intention. Only my best intentions. I would literally say that or type that to other people so that they knew that I was literally putting out goodness towards them. And that's all I wanted for them. How they responded and what they sent back or what they did back, that's on them. But I know I did not know beforehand by doing that I was doing it for a specific reason other than I was inspired to do it, but I did not know that at each time that I did that I was communicating to that person, I'm only sending you good, and this is your hint to only send me good back. The best back. Only my best intention was getting sent out to them, so then, that's what should be reciprocated. I guess if it's not going to be your best, it should be at least good, I get if you want to save the best for yourself, for your family, that doesn't bother me. But to send back evil, to send back fuckery, to send back hurt, to send back oppression, to send back deceiving, to send back spite, to send back slighting somebody, to send back anything not of light, not of evil, not of the same vibration, to take a good vibration and to return to send back shit. That's some balls. That takes some balls right there. So now it's 43 minutes. Oh my goodness, I did not realize I was going to talk this long. Anyway, I'm still amazed at how much of my aura I can see right here. Just how much of my energy I am wielding and directing and cultivating and using for my own use to fuel my journey, my way, to fuel the unfolding the way I want to see it, to fuel my life, and to support this new earth this new golden era that we've entered into. I love it. And it fits with the visions and the vision and the visions that I see of how things are developing and unfolding for us. Yeah. So, I guess, what would be the takeaway from this? If I could sum it all up. Should I even sum it all up? I guess the only takeaway that I can come up with is there isn't anything you need to do other than focus your thoughts on what you want to come through and come true for you. That's it. That's all you have to do. That is all you have to do. And be happy about it. Right? Be happy about it. If you're the type to get up and take action and stuff and participate in the 3D world and still hold on to the fact that you're in a game and you're in the world but not of the world, you're just walking around in it, be good with that. Just know that basically it's like you're in your own holodeck, holosuite, and everything that's projected is like that, like on Star Trek. It's so funny. The tarot reader that I like listening to, he was wearing Star Wars t-shirt, and that makes sense for where we are and what's going on. The Star Wars. Yeah, you've heard that. I'm sure. I know I have. And to hear that, and to know that, and to know that it's all interconnected, you know, even though at the time it didn't feel right, I still know that what I'm hearing, what I'm saying is confirmation, is truth, is real. So I love that. Love that. Love that. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. It's 47:02. Love, love, love. Love you, Michi. I love you, I love you, I love you. Everything needed to come up and out today has come up and out, and we're going to be reflecting and seeing what more hidden gems were in today's transmission, doings. I don't know what you call this, but today's now. I don't know. Yeah, so love ya.